is Horst Kreuter. I'm a geologist, and I also have a degree in civil engineering. So I started my career doing geotechnical work, so foundations, tunnels, and other infrastructure projects. But then in 1999 we saw that there will be the renewable energy law in Germany also include geothermal with a feed-in tariff. And that's why a colleague and myself, we started the first geothermal development company in Germany. Since then, I'm developing geothermal, not just in Germany, but also worldwide. So I've been working in Africa, in Indonesia, in Hungary, in Turkey. So a lot of experience, and as I also want to advance geothermal, I was also serving in associations, in the IGA, in the German Geothermal Association, and also talk a lot to politicians to convince them about geothermal and what we can do to heat, to cool, and to provide electricity. In the beginning, nobody knew about what geothermal can do. That was a big challenge to make people aware of what we can do. And therefore, it was an up and down because we were depending very much on government support. And if a new election was coming, people were not investing. And so we had a hard time in the beginning. So the first 20 years were really tough in developing geothermal because you really have, if you are running a company, and I was running a consulting company for 15 years, we really had some times where it was hard to find a job, and sometimes it was better, and so it was a big cycle with a lot of activity and less activity, and not very many consulting companies survived that time. We are lucky now because when I started in 2000 doing geothermal, that was 20 years too early. Now is the time, now is the place, so it's looking bright at the moment. Still, we have to get recognized more than we are recognized today, but still there's a lot of activity from municipalities, from industry that wants to decarbonize, and geothermal can be a big player in that. So I'm looking really to see a bright future. For my company, for the current company I founded, which is called Vulcan, we are not just producing geothermal energy, but also lithium from the geothermal resource. And that is also a game changer for us, especially for our company, because that is adding value to what we do. And so it's very attractive proposition to investors. They are not investing into us because of just geothermal, but because of this scarce raw material in Europe that is mainly coming from China at the moment. And we try to be independent in Europe and Germany to produce batteries for also decarbonize the mobility. So Vulcan Energy has special expertise in the extraction of lithium. The lithium is stored in the brine, in the geothermal brine, and there is a technology which is called direct lithium extraction that has been used for many years, but not in Europe. So we're the first ones that do it in Europe. We can produce lithium in Europe, for Europe. And what is very special is it's green lithium. Why is it green? Because we use the energy from geothermal to produce the lithium, and that's why we call it green lithium. In the future, we have different angles what we can do. We can expand. At the moment, we are just working in the Upper Rhine Valley, that is in southwestern Germany, and also covers Alsace, French part of the Upper Rhine Valley. So we can expand inside there, but also expand outside with our expertise In the lithium extraction, we can move to North Germany, we can move to South America, we can move to other countries to extract lithium from the brine, because the battery industry, that is very important for mobility, they need all the lithium that they can get, and we have, with the Upper Rhine Valley and also with other areas of Europe, we have the opportunity to supply a lot of lithium for Europe. Also, we have developed our own sorbent. The sorbent is the filter, how we extract the lithium, and this we call it Vulsorb. We can license out, so other companies can make use of our technology to extract lithium. Vulcan has an extraordinary situation because we were very advanced. We started early. If somebody will come now and do the same thing, he has the opportunity in other areas, and also in the Upper Rhine Valley, most of the area is already given away to different developers. So in the Upper Rhine Valley, there isn't much opportunity to expand. But if you look to North Germany, it's happening now. People are getting licenses to produce geothermal and electricity. That is something that they can look at, but also other countries. There are, in the US, in other countries, there's a big opportunity to work with lithium and geothermal.